What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 10 loadouts you can be running right now in Warzone 3, and we're going to give you a couple of bonus loadouts as well, as we always do. So if you like this style of video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this. Now, we did have a couple of nerfs to the HRM9 and Rival 9 SMGs yesterday, but if you're hearing they've been nerfed or nerfed into the ground, they haven't. It wasn't that big of a nerf, and they're still the top two options. Also, looks like we have a transformer in the game now. I think it's kind of dope, but let's get you these loadouts.
Before we get you these loadouts, I want to take a minute and thank the sponsor of today's video, War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive PvP vehicle combat game ever made, with a worldwide community of over 70 million players. It has incredibly detailed vehicles, realistic graphics, and authentic sound effects that put you in the most powerful war machines of our time. War Thunder has sophisticated vehicle damage models, an impressive damage x-ray view, in-depth customization, and a game mode for every type of player. Whether you play with a controller or mouse and keyboard, you won't need anything extra to be able to play. The game is completely free to play and available on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox. Just sign up using the link down below in the description of the video and comments of this video, and you'll get a massive bonus pack for free.
Whether you're new or a returning player that hasn't played in 6 months,
That has multiple premium vehicles and an exclusive vehicle decorator. Thank you again to the team over at War Thunder for sponsoring today's videos. Let's get you these loadouts.
so first we're going to give you these bonus loadouts first, and I've got the XRK Stalker, and I've got a couple of sniper support loadouts that I'm going to give you that you can be running with your snipers right now. So for that XRK Stalker, we're going to go with the Sonic Suppressor XL muzzle, the Fission 60 barrel, the high grain rounds, the no stock, and the XRK Stalker light bolt. Now, we do have this new bundle in the store like I was just talking about, and it does have the XRK Stalker loadout that transforms every time you snipe somebody, which I just couldn't pass up. It's actually, I think it's really cool, but we'll show this to you guys here in the firing range. And so it transforms to that, transforms again. Pretty cool, man. I kind of like it, but the XRK Stalker is just the best option to use when it comes to a sniper right now overall, in my opinion. I ran the MCW a ton with this thing this week, and the MCW as an SMG is so much fun. For that, we're gonna go with the Chimera Silent Shot Integral Barrel, the DR6 Handstop Underbarrel. I like the Blackout high grain rounds here, the 40 round mag, and you get access to that 40 round mag and the Blackout rounds by using the Jack Raven kit, which turns the MCW AR into an SMG. Show this to you here in the firing range. It is pretty accurate and kills pretty fast too. Now, I've got two more sniper support options for you. These are bonus loadouts, but the Holger 556 with this new Jack backsaw kit, which you do unlock by doing the week 6 challenges, basically takes the Holger 556 AR and shoots 2 bullets at a time like the AMR9 attachment does with that. So you want to run this Jack backsaw kit, the high grain rounds. I like the Jack glassless optic, but use whatever sight makes you comfortable, the RB Adel assault stock, and the Morn 20 grip. And I'll show this to you here in the firing range. I absolutely love this thing. It absolutely rips. I wouldn't use it at long range here. It's not going to be as accurate or effective, but if it has a 100 round mag on it. If you're using mid range here, it's pretty fun. Then another sniper support you can run is the BP50. The BP50 is a ton of fun to run. It is meta for sure, and it's fun, man. And it doesn't have hardly any recoil at all. And the reason I have it as a sniper support is because of the 45 round mag, and it shoots so quick. Your mag just empties out really quick with these. So I'm going with the Zimmern 35 compensated flash muzzle, the Lore 9 heavy barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the 45 round mag, and the Forbearer heavy stock. If you want a sight on it, remove the Forbearer heavy stock and put a sight on it. But with this is a sniper support weapon, so I'm running it just doesn't move, and you can use it at long range, but like I said, it runs out of ammo so quick, dude. All right, so now for the meat of our loadouts. These are going to be meta for sure. The BP50 was meta. Either run it with that stock or the sight, but these are all going to be pretty much meta all the way around. I'm going to give you some long range options, and I'm going to give you some SMGs as well. So my favorite to run right now is the Bruin MK9 when it comes to anything longer range, or if you're running ranked at all, ranked is going to be great. And Warzone Mobile does drop this week, so these all these loadouts are going to be great for Warzone Mobile as well. So if you're going to run Warzone Mobile, make sure you guys are running all of these loadouts. These are great options to start out when you go into Warzone Mobile, because you will be able to use your Modern Warfare 3 weapons, I think your MW2 weapons. So these are going to be, you're going to be way ahead of the game compared to everybody who hasn't played Modern Warfare 3 or Warzone at all. So for this Bruin, we're going to go with the Zimmern 35 compensated flash muzzle, the XRK Horizon V2 barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the 60 round mag. Now you can go with the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope, or go with the Jack glassless optic, which is my preference. And I'll show this to you guys here in the firing range, but the Bruin just hits so hard, not a lot of recoil at all, and a great long range option. Next is the Holger 556. This is, I think, the top of the meta when it comes just to overall ARs. Now, when it comes to overall meta number one, I think it's either this, between this or the SOA Subverter, which we'll have a loadout for you also. But the Holger 556 is just so fun to use and very good. Now we're going with the Zimmern 35 compensated flash muzzle, the Cryo 6 match barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the Jack glassless optic, and the 40 round mag. I wish this thing had a 50 round mag. It would be so OP, but I guess that's why it doesn't. But the TTK is so quick on this thing. Having a 50 round mag on it would be kind of insane. Like I said, we would have a SOA Subverter for you. The Subverter is definitely number one or number two overall for me. But again, when it comes to, when it comes to TTK, I like the SOA Subverter a little bit over the Holger 556, but mainly because of the mag too. But you're going with the Zimmern 35 compensated flash muzzle, the Dozer 90 long barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, that Jack glassless optic. You can go with the Corio Eagle's Eye if you want to, and then the 50 round drum. Show this to you guys here in the firing range, but man, yeah, it's real good. Little harder to control at range, but honestly, mid-range and short range, you're a-okay there. Next up, we have the Attack Evolver, which is still so good. It kills so quick. And then I have the SVA 545 as a full auto instead of a burst. Completely up to you whether you want to run the burst or not. I've been running it as a full auto this week and having a bunch of fun with it. So for the Attack Evolver, I've got the Zimmern 35 compensated flash muzzle, the Eviction 762 heavy barrel. I've got the Hound 9G grip here. It helps out with a little bit more just recoil in general and gun kick. The Jack glassless optic, and I like the Rampart heavy stock here. Show this to you guys here in the firing range. This thing does not move. The only problem with this for me is the fire rate. So it's a little bit more unforgiving than something like the Bruin, but to each their own there. For the SVA 545, we're going with the Zimmern 35 compensated flash muzzle, the precision barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, 60 round mag, and the Jack glassless optic. Show this one to you here in the firing range. Very little recoil on this as well. A little bit harder at range, but still very good. And of course we have the Ram 7, and then I'm loving the MCW over the MTZ 556. I have more success with the MCW than I do the 556. I don't know why, but it's just better for me. So I'm picking the MCW over the MTZ 556 today. So for the Ram 7, we're going with the VT7 Spiritfire suppressor, or you can go with the Zimmern compensated flash muzzle. Completely up to you. XRK Core Mark 40 heavy barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, 60 round drum, and I like the HVS 3.4 pad here. And man, just the Ram 7 so good and so much fun to run. It's still good. You're using this mainly not so much for longer ranges, but for mid range right here. It's still almost unbeatable. Then for that MCW, I'm going the Zimmern 35 compensated flash, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the MCW Cyclone long barrel, that Jack glassless optic, and the 60 round drum. So this to you here in the firing range. MCW's it feels so much better than the MTZ 556 for me. I'm not real sure why, but it just does. Next up, we have the Holger 26. This is going to be our last longer range option, and then we'll get into the SMGs for you. But the Holger 26 is so good. I'm loving this one almost as much as I'm loving the Bruin. So if I'm not running the Bruin as an LMG, I'm running the Holger 26 or that TAC Evolver. But I like the Holger 26 because it's just a little bit that faster fire rate and very little recoil. And then we'll get into the SMGs next. We'll start out with the AMR9 that I'm loving as well. For that Holger 26, we're going the Zeman 35 muzzle, the Holger factory barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the Jack glassless optic, and the Ascent Lord stock. We'll show this in the firing range to show you how accurate it is, but man, it just hardly moves. So much fun to run. And you still got 24 bullets left out of a 60 round mag after you get done with 3 dummies in the firing range. So you got at least 2 more dummies here that you can finish off with the mag and with 4 bullets remaining. That's very good. Then for the AMR9, we're running the Zeman 35 compensated flash muzzle, the AMR9 Regal Pro barrel, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, 50 round mag, and the Jack glassless optic. You can put on that 100 round mag if you want. It's going to slow you down a little bit, not too much, but it will. For the next SMG, we're going, like I said, the Ram 9 and the HRM9 got a slight nerf, but nothing to worry about. They're still the top 2 options in my opinion. But for that Ram 9 and HRM9, we're going with the Zeman 35 compensated flash muzzle, DR6 hand stop underbarrel, 50 round mag. I like the Haste XV grip tape here, the Recon comb, and like this, the Ram 9 is just so good. It just rips through your enemies here, even at mid range, just so good. And then for that HRM9, we're going that Zeman 35 compensated flash, the Thorn 90 barrel, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, 50 round drum, and the folding stock. And this thing's still so accurate. And I don't lose a lot of gunfights with this either. I wish it didn't visually shake so much. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. And then one of my favorite sniper supports too is the WSP9, but I have it as an SMG here as well. So you can use it as both. That's the beautiful part about the WSP9. I think it's a great sniper support option, but also a great SMG option as well. And then I've got this paired with the Striker 9, and then we have the Striker after this for you as well. For the WSP9, we're going with the WSP infiltrated integrated barrel, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, high grain rounds, 50 round mag, and whatever sight makes you comfortable. I'm using the Jack glassless on everything because of the visual recoil that it gives you. It's just so nice, and the blue dot sight. And this WSP9 just, it's fantastic and great for sniper support. Then we have that Striker 9. I'm going with the Zeman 35 compensated flash, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, 50 round drum, Jack glassless optic here, and that Lockman MK2 light stock. This thing is super accurate and another honestly great sniper support option. Maybe put the longer barrel on, but that's completely up to you. Then we have the Striker. Striker's so very good. A lot of people's favorites too. Really, the SMG meta right now is really pretty even across the board, except for like the Rival 9 used as an SMG and the WSP Swarm. I hate the WSP Swarm now. It's only good like 6 meters and closer, which is cool if you're in a staircase fight or something like that. But I very seldom get into those situations unless maybe it's in the end game. But still, at that point, I'd much rather prefer something else. So for the Striker, I'm going with the Zeman 35 muzzle, DR6 hand stop underbarrel, 48 round mag. You can go with the 60 if you want, completely up to you, but I'll go with the 48, Jack glassless optic, and the Lockman MK2 light stock. Very similar to the Striker 9. I think it's a little bit more accurate, little bit slower fire rate, but not much. But I love the Striker as well. Another great sniper support option. Put a longer barrel on there instead of like the stock or something, you'll be just fine. Then if you're looking for a pistol option, maybe you're looking to run a pistol, the Renetti with a conversion kit on it that turns into an SMG is awesome. I've been loving running this as well. Run this with the SOA Subverter, any kind of AR, even an LMG, especially like with the Evolver, is really solid. Great movement, great mobility. Run that Zeman 35 compensated flash muzzle, that Jack Ferocity carbine kit. This turns it into an SMG, 50 round drum, the Bruin Onslaught assault grip, and the Nidar model 2023 sight here. I'm loving this. I'm loving this pistol right now. Man, it really pisses people off too. I mean, it's got some recoil for sure, but I mean, up close, dude, it's real good. I want to thank you again to our sponsors over at War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video like this or like any of these. And remember, hugs, not drugs. We'll see you in the next one.